So we are live. We should be live on both now. And I think I figured out how. Oh, delete. Alright. I think I figured it out to where we'll be able to see comments in both. Here we go. Alright. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I remember you. Welcome to the stream. Just kind of trying to get this thing working so I can stream on Facebook and YouTube at the same time and see all the comments in one place, which would be lovely if I can get this working. Alright. I just want to be weird. I know, I'm glad to see you back. How have you been? I know I gotta keep looking over here because the chat is on this opposite side over here. Everything's kind of weird right now. Alright. Good to hear. Still in mono? You know what? It might just stream in mono, but I think I fixed the issue with the encoding. I think I had the encoding wrong. I can't get damn Facebook to, I can't get in to see if it's working on Facebook. Now I'm trying to figure out if I can see the comment section from over there because I think I just didn't have the permissions. I didn't set up the permissions to where it would, see it across. And I don't know about the mono thing. It's kind of weird because I noticed that too on here when I did it. Maybe that's a setting that they're going to fix. It's a neat concept for an app, though. I mean, I kind of like it to where I can stream on multiple things at one time. If I'm not seeing us losing any lagging or anything right now, so that's good. I think I fixed that. Hey, Kevin, you're actually on my Facebook, I believe. Could you see if that stream is working on there for you? And if you don't mind sending me a message on that. Oh, hold on. I think I might have it here. Ah, there it is. Facebook, we got it. Sweet. So let me show you guys what it does here. I'm going to shut that phone off because it gets a really bad reverb. I'm going to pop this across over here. Don't mind. Watch skills this thing. Riley, welcome. Welcome to the channel. Glad to have you. So it's really cool if you guys look over here. It's 3:30. Yeah, it's 4:34 here in the AM. If you guys look over here now that I'm streaming on Facebook and YouTube, it shows each one, like it'll show me the little thing that's from YouTube. That was me from Facebook, which I shouldn't probably show that, but hey, we're all friends here. So there you go. Pretty cool. Actually pretty cool. I closed that and I need that up. So let's go back to the camera here. So that's what it was. There's always it seems like there's always a learning curve when you're trying to do software, so. And I figured I would do it late at night when there's not too much going on. And I was in the middle of working on a new video, so I got to do some editing on that here. I'm going to leave that mic over there out of the way. You should be able to hear me fine. I got it kind of turned up high. It does look... Oh, there. Yeah. I was going to say, it didn't look like it was peaking very high. So, neat neat concept, and I think I finally fixed the lag, because I actually switched. I was using Slobs, which is a version of OBS, which I like a lot better. It's so much more streamlined, and you can add a little more fancy stuff to it. I like that I can do things on the fly, like edit over here while I'm live, and then transfer it over to where you guys actually see it. So, like, I can have these little things here starting soon. Thanks for watching. I don't know why the videos aren't playing in the background. Oh, hold on. See, and I can just pop these over, and then you guys would see, you know, be right back. All that stuff like that. So it's kind of neat. It's really neat that you have those that you can build around. Ooh, I got some lag right there. Just a little bit, but I did get some. Facebook kept freezing up. Uh-oh, what is that? What is going on there with that auto? Look at that, it's trying to focus. There we go. What the heck? Autofocus is crazy. See if yeah, I'm gonna get it to work over here on Facebook and not so much on YouTube and not Facebook now. So it streams. There's a little bit of course, Facebook is always like when I when I go live on Facebook when I'm like driving and stuff. I do a lot of live streaming on there just to talk to people, and there's such a delay. Like, I'll say something and then someone will reply, and it's like 2 minutes later or a minute and a half later. It's crazy. It's kind of weird to have some kind of conversation like that. So awesome. So how's everybody doing? TG Gamer, TGS Gamer. So how's your channel going? Have you got some new subscribers? I know Kevin, he's got his. I see you adding a lot of stuff from Charlie. So, Riley, how's your channel? It's going good. 27 subs. There you go. There you go. Get that grinding in. I will make sure and put you in my shout out page on the front of my channel. Hopefully you can get you a few subs there. So, I might do some looking around, pulling up you guys' channels and stuff and looking. But I got to be real careful because I was doing that. We were, now it's working. Thanks, Kevin. We were doing that one time and we were looking at like videos and stuff. And I got flagged and I couldn't stream for like a while because apparently you can't look at stuff like that, certain things. So I'm kind of careful now when I stream not to show stuff that I don't know. Like, I'll show some of mine. Things like that. Man, I wish I could make that box a little bit smaller. That thing is ginormous. Oh, there we go. We're in business. Your goal is to hit 30 before school year starts. When's your school year start? Where'd it go? There we go. Get this over here to where it's not so big and in the way. I hate looking off camera when I'm trying to read stuff. Okay, there we go. September 3rd. So what have you been streaming on yours? Okay, soon and do another. Nice, Kevin. Very good. Very good. I'm glad to see he's doing better. I'm glad that he's actually putting out some really good content. I'm glad to see his videos. He's doing really good. Your school year's already started? Yeah, everybody here has already started too. They've been back for a month or so. They've been back for quite a while actually. See, I'm seeing a little lag every now and then. Yours is August 15th. I think that was here too. I think that was here in the States. So, yeah, we still get a little lag here and there. I've done this because I use OBS when I should say Streamlabs. Actually, when I'm making my videos too, so I can use the green screen and things like that. Um, and I hate that I'll do the whole video, right? Talking like this real big thing because I don't script anything. When I make my videos, I just talk to you guys, and so I don't write anything down or anything like that. I just turn the camera on and I go for it. Um, and then I'll get these lags and not know it until after I'm done and go back to review the video before I edit it in, and it is so frustrating when you get these freezes and you're like, the voice keeps going, but you're on screen like this. It sucks. Oh yeah, I figured he was. I mean, he doesn't try to hide anything, so I think I think he's done good. And like I said in all my videos, man. I think him being with Erica has really changed things for him, and that's a good thing. Sometimes in life, you just need a good woman to whip you in the shape. I had a playlist that I put on here for a while and played it too. So I'm learning all kinds of things, man. Like being able to put up like counters, like sub counts, and just let stuff stream all night. And I did that with a playlist, and I did it with all of our vlogs in one playlist and let it play, so people could go watch them and just watch them back to back if they wanted to. I might do some stuff like that. I think I'm gonna do maybe a playlist when I went down to see my brother who had cancer. Which, Kevin, you've been here long enough to know all that. It's coming up on a year when I went down really soon, like next month. So I might do that. I don't live stream a lot, man. It's just like I'm so random when I come to live stream. Like tonight, I was just working on some stuff to this new app to where I could stream on multiple platforms that I seen. It's just random. If Skills is with me, we goof off sometimes. Usually a couple hours. Time has went by really, really quick. I'm starting to get feeds already from when I was getting ready to go down and see him, and it's gonna be emotional. It's definitely gonna be an emotional week, but it was really good vlogs, and they didn't get as much views as I thought they should have. I mean, because I wasn't really vlogging a lot at that time, and my sub count was still kind of low. So I don't want to do a re-upload of them. I think that would just be too much. But I think I might do like a live stream, and just let them play for 24 hours. I don't know, because I think that they should see. I think that was some of my best vlogs because, for one, it's very personal and very emotional, and I think it was some of the best stuff I did so far, vlogging wise. So I want to see. I'm I'm gonna go through a list and probably set up. I wanna check out some other subscribers' channels and stuff like that too, like I used to. Kind of have to now though. I'm kind of have to look at them a little ahead of time so I don't get in trouble because I've put a lot of work into the channel to get demonetized. I was demonetized for. I just now got back to where I was monetized like 2 months ago, maybe a month and a half. I ended up. YouTube had changed the policy and didn't tell anybody. So I got a flag. Well, it wasn't a flag. It was just I was demonetized for duplication, and I thought it was duplications because I'd made some some compilation videos like of scare pranks and things like that. It was all my stuff. Like I put all the videos together and stuff, and I had it on my channel. I had a couple of them, and now one of them had 498,000 views on my channel, and I think I had another one that had like 200,000, so like almost 1 million views on 2 videos. And I ended up deleting those to get remonetized because I reached out to YouTube. They had I had reached out to them on Twitter, and then they sent me a reply. And I actually got to talk to somebody because I was like, I ended up having to dump like almost 1 million views on my channel, losing 1 million views on my channel to try to fix the situation. It's still not fixed. And they couldn't tell me what videos it was or anything like that. And come to find out, it was tags. And it had been tags back when you could pretty much tag anything you wanted to in your videos back in the day. So I had some tags that were duplicate tags that I used, like I didn't know what to do. So they were like videos from way back. And I just went through and just deleted all the tags out of all the videos and things like that. And then finally I got remonetized, but it was, and they couldn't tell me that. Like I just stumbled, I had to do research and stumble across it because YouTube won't talk to you. Yeah. I did not get to see AEW, man. I was working. Was it good? Because I was really curious about it. I tried to watch like the pre-show on that app, and that app is shit. It just it just does not work at all. I was not a fan of that app. I actually tried to watch the pre-show previous, and it wouldn't play, and I had to go to the actual website and watch it. I didn't have time to do it tonight. AEW, man, I actually got a takedown. This is crazy, guys. I got a takedown from AEW for one of my videos because it had a small clip that I was talking about, like when Orange Cassidy did his contract. I showed a small clip of him like dumping it in the orange thing and blending it up and doing the thumb thing, and I was talking about in the video, and they actually did a takedown order on it for me, and actually I got a friggin' strike over that, talking about it. So, and it was directly from them. It wasn't from Time Warner. It was actually from their actual email, which is kind of crazy. So I gotta be careful about them. And I was talking good about them, damn it. I was trying to give him some love. It was badass. I seen that Jericho won the title, so I figured he would. I think he deserves to be the first champ. So I actually have the email for AEW. So I actually emailed them and to see if they get that strike removed, which I'm not going to get any more strikes on my channel. It'll go away in like 90 days anyway, but basically the piece I used was fair use. I just didn't want to push the issue. I didn't have a lot of views on that video anyway, so I just deleted it and was done with it. So yeah, I definitely want to try to watch. I'm sure I can't find it right now, but I'd like to watch that pay-per-view. So I take it probably CM Punk didn't show, right? I didn't figure he would, but everybody was definitely teasing it. Facebook and see if it's still streaming. Yep. This app is kind of neat. I'll tell you. I think Facebook is actually working on their apps. This app is kind of neat. I'll tell you. Okay, so John. I think John is on. So I'm streaming on Facebook too right now. For you guys who don't know, who hasn't been here through the whole stream, and a lot of my guys that I wrestle with are on my Facebook. So I don't think it would be cool if you guys could see their comments and they could see yours, but I can see from both things with this new Mob Crush is what it's called. It works through slobs. So it's really cool. So if you guys stream and you're gamers, which I know that TGS Gamer is in here. I know he streams. If you stream on Twitch and YouTube, you can stream for both platforms at one time, which I think is pretty damn cool. And Mixer. I made a Mixer account. I haven't really used it, but I could actually use it on here and stream to Mixer as well. So right now I'm just doing Facebook. So while I have you guys in here, I don't really know how many's in here because it's not telling me how many people's watching or anything. I don't like that aspect of this app, but I got some. I was thinking about doing the deleted scene videos of all the like mess ups that I did. Me and oh my god, when Skills is with me and we're doing videos, there's so many outtakes, it's just ridiculous. So I was thinking about maybe doing some outtake videos and putting those up on the channel, like blooper, like do kind of like a blooper reel, because some of them are pretty funny, and then some of them are just me like yelling at him, because he's always messing with me. Like I'll do this whole thing, and I was telling everybody, I don't script anything. So when I talk to you guys, I'm just straight off the top of the head. So I'm talking, and he'll wait until like I'm halfway in it, and then he'll just be off my peripheral, just doing things to get my attention and make me lose train of thought. So everything I did, I have to start all over again, and it's so frustrating. And then I have those where I'm like punching him or yelling at him off camera. It's pretty funny. I got quite a bit of those actually. I used to delete them, and now I just started putting them over in the folder. I just keep a bunch of them, just throw them in a folder. Like the night that he got me with that damn strip, that wax strip on my leg, that was actually an outtake. Because I'd shut the camera off. I didn't realize that he had started the camera again. He reached over and hit the record button, and then that was basically an outtake where he got my leg with that. It was pretty funny, though. Man, I hear shit in here all the time, guys. Like, this place, the house that we live in is haunted. And I thought about leaving my camera on in here with it, just like not turn on the green screen or anything, and just leave the camera run to see if I can catch anything. I tell you what I did, Kevin. Talking, like, if you're not comfortable with being on camera, and I tell everybody this, like, I'm in a few groups on Facebook, and, you know, for vloggers, that's the thing, is to get used to talking. And some of the pointers that I always give is, like, if you play video games or anything like that, like, I started streaming games to practice. So, like, if I was up late at night and I would just put my headphones on and I'd play, whether there was anybody in the room when I was streaming or not, I would just talk. Just talk. Get used to talking like there's 100 people watching you. And basically, you'll get comfortable. And I tell everybody to, and this is the one mistake I always see vloggers make, is they want to look at their self on the screen and not the camera. And I always tell everybody, if you're going to make videos, you want to look directly at the camera because you're making a connection with your audience, and you feel a little bit more engaged. Like, I always thought it was really weird when I'm watching a video and people are looking. You just see them on screen like I'm doing right now, looking down here at this. Like, I'll look over at my comment section, obviously, but when I'm talking to you guys in all my videos, if you notice, I'm always trying to make eye contact to the camera, and I think it's more personable. So it's just a little practice, man. Get used to being comfortable. And I had an issue when I first started vlogging, is doing it in public, and it's odd. It was an odd feeling, having the camera out and talking and people looking at you, but it's like, it's so mainstream now that people automatically know that you're a vlogger or you're a streamer, so I've had people I had an old lady once. I was sitting in front of Cracker Barrel and I was making a video, and she walked by and I had the camera, and she like stuck her head in and she just was like waving at the camera. It was so funny. People are so used to it now. It's not as weird as you would think it is to do. And of course, it helps when you have your merch. Like, whenever I go out now and I'm doing it's the old merch, by the way, which you can still get at the my store. But to wear your YouTube stuff, always you got your YouTube shirt on, man, and people will come up, and that's a good way to get subscribers too. Is having your merch out there, man. Like my hat, it's got my logo and the website right there. So I always have my merch on when I'm shooting videos. You act weird in the car. Oh, so like when you're driving and talking? I got you. I've done that a lot too. Like, that's another thing. Like, when I very first started streaming, like me physically to where you could see me, it was on Facebook. And I would get on there and talk to people you knew, obviously, because they're on your Facebook, because I don't add people I don't physically know on my Facebook. That's why I have the professional page for all that stuff. So I'd get on there and stream. And I got real comfortable with that too. Like, that's same thing. I just put my phone up there in the mount and talk to it as I drove. You'll get it, man. You'll get it. Especially if you're hanging out with Charlie, man. You'll get used to you'll get used to being around him. You might pick up some of that charisma he has. Yes, enter broadcast announcement. I don't know what that is. Oh, okay, so it'll go to YouTube. Yeah. Oh, we all remember the scandal in 2017. Charlie, I tell everybody, you can go back and look at my videos, and I wasn't always kind to Charlie, because Charlie did a lot of really bad things, but it's like I've told Kevin, Charlie's done a big change. I mean, granted, you always are going to have that in you, but since he's been with Erica, it's just he's focused on his life. He's not as focused on the drama, and he's just doing him, and that's what you got to do, man. I mean, drama sells. Granted, when I make videos about drama on my channel, I get tons of views for them. But sometimes I just don't feel like making videos on drama because there's so much negativity in the world already. But drama sells. I mean, it's just the way it is. And I think Michael and definitely Isaac stir up a lot of drama just to have that content. So Yeah, all I want to say, I'm the same way. You just, I've messed up if, like, when I'm vlogging, I think that it's important to just be you. Um, so, like, I do, like, when I make my drama videos and things like that, I kind of do those a little more professional. Um, and I try to not make any kind of mistakes in those, and I will redo those. But like when I'm vlogging and just out, like I think that's you. Like I think it's important to be honest with your subscribers, and what you guys see in my vlogs are me. Like it's just, and the same with these live streams. You're seeing who I am, and I think that that's important. I don't think you should be fake. I try not to cuss as much though when I stream or in my videos, because I do use foul language at times, because that's just the wrestler in me. If you ever seen in a wrestling locker room, it's rough. We use the F word like yes, hello. Those are how frequently we use those. Mine too, man. Like tonight, I was I got home from work and I went, and it was hot here today, so I went and took a nice shower, and then I was like, I'm gonna go down to the studio and work on a video that I had been planning on making for a while, about Vampiro, and it's pretty sad, man. Now I'm gonna work on that, and I'll put that up to probably tomorrow, so you guys can see that. Um, and I stumbled across this new program and just started messing around with it, and figured I'd start. Since I was on here testing, I might as well talk to you guys. Of course, I didn't realize anybody would be up. I try to test stuff at night. Um, that way, if it's all messed up, there's not a lot of people who are going to see it. So, I think Skills is asleep too. If he wasn't, he'd already been down here. Everybody was asleep now, so I just figured I would come down here and work. Can you guys hear me okay with the mic out of the way? Because I have it on a boom over here. It's just so big, it takes up. So I usually just kind of, when I'm not using it, I set it over there to the side. There we go. I'm a night owl too, big time. I usually go to bed at like 7 in the morning. Well, it's 5 here already, so yeah. So I've got, like I got the video I'm going to be working on. I'm going to put that up probably later today. I'll probably edit it when I go lay down, because I like to edit on my phone, which is really weird. I have Sony Vegas. I have, what is the other one? After, I don't know. After Effects, all that. I got a bunch of software that's really super nice editing software, but I really prefer to edit on my phone because it's so much faster. It takes, I did a video, like a 10-minute video edit, and it took me almost an hour to process it, which I can do that in just a few minutes. And if you guys are Android users and you make any kind of content, the one that I use is Power Director. Great app. I went ahead and paid for it. It's like $5 to get the pro version, which was the best money I spent. I can do green screen. I can do voiceovers. I can add, like, it's a great app. And I think you can make up to like, I think it goes up to like a half an hour long. So I'm not making a half an hour long content, not on anything like this. Yeah, it's probably because I have it pushed over here. Like if I'm bringing it out here, the sound's going to be better. I can crank it up just a little bit. So, I'm working on getting a new camera, and like I have the two. And you know what I'll probably do once I get my DSLR camera? I'm either gonna get a DSLR, or I'm gonna get a mirrorless. I don't know. I really like the Nikon 5200. that I've been looking at. That thing is so sweet, and it does like cinematics really well. And like when I vlog, I like to do cinematic stuff and add that in. But I'm also going to be using it, setting it up here in the studio, and I think that it'll be a lot. See how this kind of goes off? Like I won't have that issue with that camera. But I have the Logitech. This one here is the widescreen. I believe it's a 9300, and then I have this one is the 922 Logitech over here. So like now I set it up so when me and Skill streams, he has his own camera, so we don't have to sit so close to each other. You can still see my elbow. I just haven't adjusted them in here. Oh, I didn't send it across so you can see. See, so now he'll have his own camera. I have to adjust for the lighting and all that. I just got all that stuff squared away. So, but I think once I get that out of the camera, I might do a giveaway on the channel and give one of those away. I'm not sure yet what I'm gonna do. I think I went back and I started looking at all the stuff that I got, like from the beginning to the end. Like I've got stuff laying around that I don't use anymore because I was balling on a budget. I still am balling on a budget when it comes to stuff, but like the very first thing I bought was a mic, and I bought it because I used to do like, don't laugh guys, it's a guilty pleasure, but karaoke. I love doing karaoke. So I bought a mic, which was kind of expensive. It's the HD, the iRig HD. I got these weird things. So that was the first one I bought, and it was, I paid like $150 for it. So I got everything kind of in these little totes now. But I've got like mics and stuff and extra microphones. I'm gonna get a mixer, and that way I can set 2 mics up. So if we should, because I really want to do the call-in podcast. Like me and Skills had talked about doing, like talking about cryptids and ghosts and things like that, and have people to where they can call in. Where the heck did my chat go? Alright guys, hold on. I closed the darn chat. Okay, there it is. There it is. It just kind of minimized it. But what we wanted to do is like have people call in, like if you've had any kind of ghost experience or cryptids like Bigfoots, things like that. Because this house, and I've said it, a lot of you have heard me say it, that this house is super haunted. And I've gotten used to it, and I've gotten kind of comfortable with being down here because the studio's in the basement. And that's why I said I wanted to do I wouldn't leave this camera on, because the first thing I've ever seen, and now I'm talking about it, I'm freaking myself out. We were setting out back. We were doing a fire out back at the fire pit, and there's a little hole about that big where the shade is cut, and you can see into the basement. And we were sitting there, and the light was on in the basement, so you could see in, and it's like right in the window is the dryer. And I'm sitting there watching it, and every now and then I'd see something, and it would catch my eye, and I told my niece, I was like, come here and sit with me, and I said, just watch in that hole and tell me if you see anything. And we were sitting there watching, and all of a sudden, something lifted, like, it did like this, which was really weird, like it had a really weird movement, and it raised up, and then shot into the damn room I'm in now, came that way. And she screamed and like almost knocked me over out of the chair. And Skills was coming in. At that time, he was coming into the basement from the driveway. And we yelled at him. And as we yelled at him, the lights went off inside the storeroom just as he reached the door. And then they come back on, and he came in here, and there was nobody down here at all. So that's the first physical seeing of anything, which is, it was freaky. I hear stuff all the time though. I've heard voices down here and come down and there be nothing down here. What else? Knocking, all kinds of stuff like that. So I think that we did one video, actually did one down here where we set up, we have EVP recorders and we did some EVPs and everything kept shutting off. Like, and my phone, I had my phone and I was streaming on, and you know how you can brighten your screen and lower it and you'll see that little lever go back and forth? You know, you just drag it to brighten your screen. It did that on its own. Like, it would go all the way bright and then it would slide back down. It's freaky, man. So we kind of just left that video and we didn't do it anymore. So, but I got a flare camera. So we're going to take these on our ghost hunts, because there's a few places I want to do this year for Halloween. And this is the mic that I got for vlogging, guys. If you do any vlogging, this is awesome. That mic is so good. And very affordable. I got it for, let's say, like 35 bucks. It runs like 40 usually, but I got it like on a Prime sale or something like that. So I picked that up, and then I got a new mount that has a shoe mount on it, so it goes right above my cell phone, which is it's a really nice mount. Of course, I'm going to have to change all that up when I get my real camera. Then I'll probably give that stuff away. I can't say that I've seen a ghost. I mean, I don't know what the hell that was, but I definitely seen something levitate and move. And there was nobody down here, so it just looked weird. Like, even the movement, like when it came up, it was just like, not like you just pick it up. It was like, it's really weird. I've never seen nothing like that before. Never. It's still kind of freaky. What kind of rig do you have, Kevin? Are you just using your cell phone? This is what I use to vlog with. That Galaxy S10e. Love it, man. That camera is amazing. It's got built-in stabilization on it. Love it. Which is funny because it's got built-in stabilization, because when I would walk before with my S8, it would just be like King Kong walking, man. Like, the video would just... So I went out and I bought this, blow the dust off of it for vlogging, and it was to help with that issue, and I love it, but I don't really need to use it now. And this is the try to get it in front of there. This is the gimbal, which is really nice. See if it's still on. Watch it, it'll pop up. See? And no matter, once you set it and get your phone in and get a level, no matter where you move it, your camera will always stay perfectly aligned, perfectly straight, and have no movement. So this one was, I splurged on this one. I paid 100. I think I paid 100 for this one. iMovie. See, I don't know anything about using anything to do with iPhones or any Apple products. Yeah, I don't think this would work on yours, but you'd have to get that adapter for it. Man, I've had stuff boxed up since I moved here, but I haven't seen anything for years. Like, Skills found these. I got this from China. Well, Japan, actually. This was from Japan. I got that when I was there. It's beautiful. I've always been really into the Oriental stuff, so he put that on my desk. And this one came from Japan. It's really, well, she's wearing green, so She's gonna disappear, but I got those on my desk that he found. And I used to joke all the time about being young and dumb with my money when I was wrestling, and had this was in a box, and I haven't seen it in years. That's my Rolex I bought when I was young and dumb and wasting money. It's laying here on my desk. Skills like I found a watch out in your box out in the garage, and I was like, really? Because I didn't even know what I did with it. He's like, yeah, it's your Rolex. I was like, oh, sweet. Now I can wear it again if I ever go anywhere. We if you could see off to the side here, Kevin, we've got all the VHS tapes where we wrestled, and we are trying to figure out how to get those from VHS to the computer. Oh, you got an MacBook? I got you. I hear everybody talk about iMovies, that it must be a really good app. I was thinking about I have a new thing that became available for my channel too, to where I can do kind of like a Patreon on it. And I don't know if I want to do that or not, or set it up, because I don't know if anybody would do it or not. But it has some cool things on there to where people who subscribe will get, you can set them up with special stuff and like behind the scene videos and stuff. I thought doing some of the behind the scenes stuff was pretty cool, because I actually did that on Facebook once. We were doing what was it, the donut challenge, I think, and I set the I just set my phone up here and was live on Facebook, kind of doing a behind the scenes thing, and everybody seemed to really enjoy that. So I might do some behind the scene videos too. I don't know. It's hard, man, when you don't have, only have a few days off every week, and like doing vlogging is rough. I do the food reviews because we'll go try new places and things like that. So I like doing those. We got a Labor Day cookout Monday, so I'll vlog that as well. But I can't vlog all the time because I'm not going every day somewhere to do something. I need to get out a little bit more and do that. Because there is some cool places around here in Louisville and surrounding areas to do some stuff. Any recommendation on vlogging? Yeah, man, I always say do it. Um, Vlogging's fun. I mean, it's a little. Here's the thing I tell everybody, and like I said earlier, I'm in a few YouTube groups that help people. Paramac G4 that comes out 2005. Oh, okay. I'll I'm gonna look up and see what I can get about that. Um, but back what I was saying with the groups that I'm in, they're to help. They give people pointers and things like that. And a lot of people always ask me about gaming channels, and I've like, there's not much I can tell you about gaming channels other than it's saturated. Like, I tell everybody, like, think about it like this: there is a million, probably more, 100 million gamer channels out there, and every day there's a new one. What is gonna make your channel stand out? Like, why am I gonna watch your video game over somebody else's? And I see a lot of them like don't even talk. And the thing is, like, when you're playing games, you're kind of selling yourself too. Other than because, like, I'm gonna get bored just watching a game. It's like the interaction that you have. But it's hard. I think gaming is probably the hardest to kind of get a foothold in on anything to do with YouTube. Vlogging, I think you have a better chance. if you're interesting and you do cool things, or you know, if you don't do cool things, you got to kind of rely on your charisma a little bit. But there's a learning curve, which I watched some of my vlogs in the beginning, and they were cringy, like so bad. And I love them now because I go back and I can see and judge how far I've came from the editing to now. When I was filming, and I see this in new vloggers, is they'll film this way, and this is bad. I've learned that is very bad to film this way when you're vlogging. You always want to do it this way and film. And like I said, it's just like streaming, man. Make eye contact with the camera and start out with your cell phone if that's all you have, and then because most cell phones have pretty decent cameras in them, and the sound quality is not bad. And if you're gonna do a set down video or anything kind of like I'm doing, then I say get a mic. And again, there's budget mics. You can get lapel mics for like $5, and they do a great job. You just pin them on you. Then also, like I said, if you have a little bit more, you can get something like this if you have an Android or anything that has a 3mm jack. It just plugs into a headphone jack in the bottom of your phone, and you're good to go. And that thing is great. If you're in loud areas, a cell phone's going to pick up everything around you, like everything. This is a shotgun style mic, so it's only going to pick up you and what you point at. So like vlogging, this is probably the best investment I've done for vlogging and food reviews and all that stuff. Yeah, most people, I'll tell everybody that most people will click away if they see, uh, like he said, portrait mode. They're gonna click off your videos, and that's that. They're done. You have to go with the widescreen for sure. It makes a big difference. And then, of course, the apps that you use to edit stuff, you can do some color correction and things like that. You can even bring the audio up a little bit if you need to. So you can do all that in post production. But yeah, vlogging, man, it's fun. And I always say vlogging, there's a lot of opportunity to do fills. Like I love if you live in a state, and people from different states love watching vlogs with other states because the country looks so different. So like if you're in a place that has a lot of beautiful things, like get a lot of B-roll, man. If you're driving somewhere, get some B-roll of going and out the window and seeing the scenery and things like that, because I always find that super interesting when I watch people's videos. Yeah, see, they pick up everything, and these mics they really do a really good job. Minnesota to Wisconsin. Minnesota's beautiful. Wisconsin is too. I mean, a lot of farmland out in Wisconsin. Well, I guess it's what according to what part of Wisconsin you're in, but yeah, man, it's always good to. And you got to realize when you're making these videos, you got people who watch vlogs from different countries, so when they watch you, they're seeing our country for the first time, just like I watch theirs, and like I've seen vlogs from like New Zealand and Norway and England, and like just beautiful. I love the scenery. I love when people do really good cinematic, um, like landscapes. I love it. Okay. Boy, Minnesota gets cold. Yeah, B-roll's great. I love it. And the cool thing is, man, is like some of the newer phones are freaking awesome. And I'm gonna show you. I'll show you guys on mine. don't know how well you'll be able to see it. Boy, that looks weird. It's shooting the screen. But it has slow-mos. It has this, and this one is my absolute favorite. And if you've watched any of my vlogs, you'll see it. It's called hyperlapse. Man, I love hyperlapse, guys. It's so cool. This is actually some B-roll. See if you guys can see it. But like scenes like that was probably about a 10-minute drive. But you take things like this with hyperlapse and you edit it into your video and you add some cool music to go with it, when you're driving to your destination, and things like that just really beef up the quality of the video. I believe that a lot. Let's see if I had another one. I get B-roll. I get B-roll quite a bit. It also this camera does really good job with, it does really good job with, like, taking pictures and stuff. So, like, I'll do my thumbnails and things like that. I'll take the picture here and then take them with the green screen behind me and edit it out so I can do, all that good stuff. Let me see if I can find this other video I wanted to show you guys. When I got the new phone, they were gonna do a transfer to my phone, and it was gonna take like 5 or 6 hours. I told the lady, I'm like, I'm a YouTuber, hun. There is so much videos on my stuff, like, it's just, we need to not do that. Like this. Let's see if you guys can see that. This was the storm clouds above me. Well, that one didn't go very long. Here we go. See that? But that was the clouds. I just set it up and did a hyperlapse of the clouds. Like, you can see them moving. It was really cool. And I did a vlog, man. It's probably never gonna. You guys will never see it unless my girlfriend changes her mind, because she's terrified of being on camera. So this is gonna sound really bad. So I go to take her out on a date, and we were going to a Civil War field. It was and it's supposed to be haunted and all that cool stuff. So I decided, man, this is a good vlog. Like, I need to vlog. So I told her that, like, I was gonna vlog, but she wouldn't be in it. So she knows I vlog with my camera. So I ended up taking the GoPro and I put it on the dash, and I film her without her knowing and edit all of this stuff in the video. And she has no clue she's on camera. And the vlog was amazing. It really turned out great, but she's not gonna let me put it up for you guys. But this is one of the videos we took that day. Look at this time lapse of the river that we were at. And you can see the sun slowly going down. Like, those are cinematics that are just amazing. And you can see it slip behind the mountain there. Very cool. But those are little things that can really beef up the video. It's a very cool video, man. That I did that at the outro. That was the scene I used in the outro of that video, and it had it had a really cool song that I used on it. It was a remix of Nat King Cole's Beautiful Life. And that's another thing, is music, guys. Like, when I edit, I spend more time picking out music for my videos, and like I'll put music to it and watch the video and see if it gives me emotional feeling. Like I want my music selection I think is really important in any kind of vlog or anything like that, because you want to evoke some kind of feeling, like some kind of emotion. So I always try to pick my music, and there's some uh, really good songs out there that are copyright free that are really amazing, and I have quite a bit on quite a bit that I haven't used yet, and I try not to use the same music all the time, but I have a few songs that I really like to use. Trying to see here if I can show you guys a couple of my. I've been meaning to put them over onto my desk here anyway. That way I can use them in my live streams. MP3. Let's see if I can. You guys can actually hear these too. Put them over on my other screen so I can pull this up. There we go. So DJ Quads, he's got a lot of good stuff. So if you guys are looking for music, actually I got a lot from DJ Quads that I really really like. I like a lot of that 50s vibe music too. Like it's kind of mixed in with techno, but it's got some really cool stuff to it. See if I can find the one that I was telling you guys about. Here it is. You guys should be able to hear this. Try not to make it too loud on you. See, so you got things like that, and then like you do the. I had that over the hyperlapse of the river. So those little music selection, I always said music selection is a big thing. $85% of what you film hits the floor, don't ya? Oh, okay, very cool. There's some groups on, like I said, on Facebook too. That there's a lot of YouTubers they make music, and they're always looking for ways. And I always tell them, like, reach out to vloggers, man, and have them use your music and shout you out. And I'm gonna actually, there's a few of them that I'm gonna use some of their music uh, and give them a shout out and see if it'll help them. But there's so many. There's another one on here I really really like. But like my intro that I made everything from the music to the voices, like that whole thing I made from scratch myself. Where's that other one? Like Road Trip, I used that one like in my vlogs when I was going to the river, or like when I was going to the airport and stuff. That was a really good one. I'll just show you guys. Let me switch cameras over here. So These are some of the playlists that I have. Some Casey Neistat music. You gotta have a little bluegrass, so if you're doing any kind of redneck stuff, you gotta have some of that there. And these are some of the older stuff that I was telling you about, which I love. I really love the old stuff. This one here. This one's one of my favorites too.
You complete me. Well, just has.
It's really an upbeat. So songs like that, that kind of upbeat for vlogs, I love that stuff. And of course, you gotta have your sad music too, for all that. But those are always. So the music is just, and I always tell people, like, the music is just as important as the videos and everything working together. I really think that. And now there's YouTube has kind of changed the where tags used to be really important. Now it's friggin' thumbnails. So you guys got to work on your thumbnail game, man. That is the hard. That's the friggin' hardest. Is thumbnails. Good grief. Let's see. We'll see here if I have. These little folders. Power Director. Nope, that's not it. I've had to learn. I've had to learn friggin'. Oh wow, I had a hell of a lag there. I notice when I do stuff that I get lag. Put this over here so I can see your guys' chat. Use a copyrighted song. Yeah, the some of the copyrighted music, you can use it, you just can't monetize it. So, I mean, if you're not worried about monetization on your stuff, a lot of it you can use because they like you to use it, because they can take your stuff. But here's the new rule. I don't know if you guys have learned. YouTube has changed to where, like, if you were vlogging in public and say you went in a restaurant and they had music playing above you, the copyright holder of that song could claim your whole video. Now the rule is if you go somewhere like a mall or out to eat and there's music playing in your video, as long as you're not talking about that music or dancing to it or singing with it, they can't do anything now. They do not allow them to take your video for ambiance music now. So that's really good, because that was like if you were walking by a shop in the mall vlogging and they heard 2 seconds or 3 seconds of a song, they could take your whole monetization away and take your whole video. And they fixed that because these companies are starting to be real dicks, like just taking people. They took this one guy's whole channel because he had 2 seconds of a beat from one of their songs. So they went through and manually clicked all his videos and took all the monetization off of every single video he had. It's crazy. Of course, he had to fight to be able to get it back and all that stuff. So, let's see, videos. Okay. So I'll show you guys some of the intros that I had worked on. I think you can't get custom thumbnails. I know there's a minimum to get custom thumbnails, and I don't remember what it is. I know I started the new vlog channel, and I was like, I can't put custom thumbnails. And I need to make a video about that, because YouTube is assholes about that. That's wrong. You know, they're making the most important thing is your thumbnails now, and they tell you, like if you watch Insiders, they'll tell you, Creator Insider, which is YouTube's personal channel, to talk about, you know, stuff that they're changing and everything. And they'll tell you on there that you need to focus all your time on your thumbnails now, because click view rate is where they rate your channel. And that's how likely are people going to click that thumbnail that you have to watch your video, and that's what they rate on putting your video on trending and recommending your video and stuff. But new YouTubers don't have that ability to do so, so they're making it even harder for a YouTuber who's starting to grow, because their video is not going to get out there with them not being able to have any kind of thumbnail at all, except for a scene from the video, which is absolutely ridiculous. Oh yeah, yeah, they will. Yeah, they'll claim it all. That's ridiculous, man. They really need to fix that, dude. That is so messed up. And I've been meaning to make a video on that, and it keeps flipping. I keep forgetting to, because it pisses me off so bad, like, that they do that. Like, this platform is so against new YouTubers, and I hate that, because that's what this whole platform was built on, is new YouTubers. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, it might be like, I don't know. Hopefully they didn't make it 100. That's ridiculous if they did. 100 subscribers to do that. I don't know. That's ridiculous, though. You guys should be able to make those straight out the gate. If that isn't a thing to get you trending or get your video out there, and you need that, then that should be something that you can do. I can see setting other things behind walls just because you want people to work for them, but that's ridiculous. That really is. Because they're saying you need this to grow, but I'm not going to give it to you to help you grow. So it's kind of like going out for a job and go, you don't have any, you don't have any training for this, or you don't have any on the job work, but nobody will give you a job because you don't have any experience. It's ridiculous. Well, somebody's got to give you experience. I don't know where the hell that video. I was going to show you guys something, but I cannot find it. I was actually going to put it over on the thing here. You know what? It might be under the next folder. Yeah, I don't know what I did with it. Well, yeah, you're right. That is all they care about is money. But the sad thing is, man, is like, you would think that they would want more YouTubers to succeed, because in the end, the more YouTubers that succeed is just more money for them. It's more content for them to put ads on and get a piece of that revenue. And I don't know why they're making it so friggin' hard to do. Oh yeah. Well, once Google got it, man, it was it. It became a corporation, and that's sad, dude. It's like, the thing is with YouTube though is like, they want you to give them input, and a lot of the time they really want it, but again, they're locked behind doors where you can't talk to them. And I learned that when I had something with my channel go wrong, it took me forever to get anybody to talk to, because I couldn't even have an open line of communication with YouTube until I had 10,000 subscribers. Like, they don't even care. Like, you're nothing until you have 10,000 subscribers. But here's the weird thing. I just got a thing in the mail from YouTube that says now I can talk to, I can literally reach out to a YouTube person now. So I don't know. That's good. That's really good. This is probably a very weird thing if anybody's watching on Facebook, because we're talking we're talking about YouTube, and they're like, what the hell are they talking about? Don't be evil. it Man, I don't even know. Sometimes I get so frustrated with YouTube, and I love it. I love the platform. I love making content, but it's like sometimes you just feel like no matter what you do, like they're kind of against you. It's so weird that like they look at you like if you don't have a certain amount of subscribers, like they just don't care about you at all. You're right. It looks like it's going in that direction, and there was talks, and I don't know if it's true, but there was talks like Amazon's kind of sticking their toe in it a little bit, and I think that Amazon is the only other company that could actually support uh, a YouTube type um, company, like to do another platform to where you can vlog and have all this stuff, and it's such a money to run the servers that YouTube does. Like, it is, you got to have some very deep pockets, and that's why it's such a monopoly on it. There's Mixer, but Mixer strictly streaming, and Twitch same way. Twitch isn't no place for a vlogger, or like like these kind of videos that I make. Twitch isn't no good for that. I don't think that they would ever buy YouTube. I think Google is loving the money that they're making off of it. I don't think that it's something that they would do, but they could definitely be a direct competition. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I will definitely, if they come out with a company, I will definitely try to get in there before, and make a foothold for myself before all these other big YouTubers just go and take over everything like they always do. That's why I always try to help other YouTubers, like smaller creators. Like, I'm not ever supporting people who have like 5 million subscribers. They don't need my help. They don't need me to point out stuff. I might do some drama video on them, but like I'm not subscribed to PewDiePie, but I am subscribed to people who have like 25 subscribers, you know. Yeah, I mean, if you're not, that's what I tell everybody. You should set out to do YouTube because you want to, and you enjoy making content, and you enjoy what you do. Um, yeah, most of it is Charlie. But for me, it's like, this is like, I've always been, since I was 16 years old, I've always been an entertainer. I've always, I started professional wrestling when I was 17, and like, I've always done something creative. I've always done something in the public eye, and YouTube is kind of that for me, and it kind of fills that hole of being able to entertain people that I can't do it physically anymore in the ring, so I can do it behind the camera. And I think that it's also helped me, years of wrestling and being in front of a crowd and stuff. It's helped me on YouTube because it's easy for me to talk. It's easy for me to be in front of people and not be embarrassed or nervous. So Because you wanted to communicate with friends. Man, that's cool. Yeah. Struggle with communication when you were in elementary school. Yeah. It's a good outlet, man. It's a I like it because you can connect with people from around the world, and like I know a lot of the YouTubers really don't pay attention to their comment section, but I always do. Like I care about my subscribers. People say that in their videos that they care and we love you guys and stuff like that. I mean it. Like a lot of them just it's money for them. They don't give a shit. They don't even read their comments, and I go through every one of my comments. I mean, when I've had videos that hit for 35,000 views, like I still tier 300 comments. I'm still down there looking and talking and communicating with everybody. If they take the time to watch the video and leave me a comment, I'm going to take the time and reply to it. It might take me a little bit, but I always go through every single one of them, always. And I'll do that as long as I can, always. So, I don't know. I keep hoping that one day this could turn into a full-time gig, and it would be awesome because I love doing this. I love making videos, and like vlogging would be cool if I could do this as a job and just go out and vlog every day. I would do that, but working a normal job and then trying to find the time to do this and spend time with my girlfriend, and it's not enough hours in a day sometimes. So videos are limited sometimes, and I don't have time to always sit down and watch everybody's content like for drama, because like you got to do a lot of searching around for drama, and if you're going to report on it, then you got to get all the facts. So I don't make as many of those as I used to because it's just not a lot of time to focus on all that. I do enjoy making them though. I like giving my opinion on things, and I like watching it. Some of the first videos I did about drama was on Charlie, and I've really enjoyed watching from when he was doing really bad to watch the progression of him changing. There's still people who hate Charlie, and they're gonna hate Charlie till the sun doesn't rise anymore. They're never gonna like him because of things he said, and that's cool. I mean, I get it, and I don't. But it's like when I reported and did my videos on that, I always said I never had nothing personally against Charlie. I just thought that what he was doing, I've seen other people do it, and a lot of that stuff was demons coming across from his addiction on camera, and in the business that I've been in with wrestling, I've seen those exact same demons ruin people's life. Like the thing with wrestling, man, it's like and anybody that's been in the business and has traveled and made wrestling like a full-time gig for them will tell you you go all day, right? You're traveling somewhere, you get there, you wrestle, all right? It's 8 o'clock. That's when you clock in. You put your boots on, the bell rings, your adrenaline levels 10,000, the crowd's hype, you're going, okay, so now the matches are done. It's now 11:30 at night. You go back to the hotel. You're amped up still. So what do? Well, a lot of the guys, they'll go down, if the hotel has a bar, they'll go party, or there's always girls at these shows, and they're want to party with you, so you stay up all night. Now you need something to help you go to sleep. Well, then you need something to help wake you up, and then you're hurting, so you need something to help with the pain, and it's like a vicious cycle that a lot of these guys get into, and they'll get they need uppers and downers and pain medicine just to keep going every day. And for me, I didn't do that. I stayed away from drugs. I've never done a drug a day in my life. I've never drank. Well, I mean, I've drunk when I was like 21. I mean, I've been occasionally here and there, but probably 4 or 5 times in my whole life. I just never needed it. When I would get done wrestling, I would go back to the hotel room, and I always carried my PlayStation with me, and I would just go back to my room and play my games and watch movies, and like I never did that stuff. So I mean, I've been lucky. I was blessed that I didn't go down that path. Yeah, but I check everybody's as much as I can. I check everybody's video, especially if it comes up in my feed. Yeah, I have people in my family that they're totally different people when they're drunk. Yeah, I think he has a pretty funny sense of humor. But when you watch like that one video I made on him when he was drunk and he was talking on that live stream, it was a totally different Charlie. He was a totally different person. You could just see it in his eyes, and like it was a whole different beast. It just, and there's some people that are like that when they drink, they're just different. And I bounced before I started wrestling full time and traveling. I wrestled and I bounced. I was a bouncer in town, and I seen that, man. I've seen what alcohol does to people, and I'm it's probably why I don't drink is because I bounce. Because I mean, it brings the absolute worst out in people. It just does. Some people are very loving when they drink, and some people just want to fight. Just want to always fight, man. And it seems like they always want to pick a fight with the biggest guy in the bar, and half the time that was me. So, well, guys, I'm probably gonna wrap it up here soon. I can't believe it's already almost 6 o'clock, and I haven't even started editing that video yet. So I think I'm gonna go do that here in a few minutes. I'm glad I got to stream and talk to you guys for a little bit, man. It was nice seeing all y'all. I might try to stream a little bit more. But like I said, I'm gonna edit that video and I'm gonna put it up. I'll probably put it up tomorrow. And then, well, today I should say. And then I'm gonna vlog Monday for the cookout, and then I'll put that up probably later that night too. TG, it was good seeing you, brother. I'm glad that you're back. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, we're gonna stream. I'm gonna stream. I might stream. I might talk skills in the streaming tomorrow. Maybe we'll stream tomorrow night for a little while. If we do, probably be around like 12 or 1, because we got stuff during the day that we have to do. So, like, keep an eye out. We might do that. If you guys haven't followed me, I know Kevin has, but if you haven't followed me, follow me on Twitter, because I always tweet too. Like, if I'm gonna go live, I didn't tonight because I was just working on stuff, but I always tweet out if I'm gonna, stream later in the night. So, and then what time. All right, guys. Well, it was good seeing you all. Thanks for hanging out with me, and we'll see you guys in the next one.